All right, I believe we are now live again. Hello, 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 everybody. This is Arian again, and I'm coming to you live from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Today is November 25. It's almost 5:30 p.m. here in Ontario. So that's Toronto time. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this live from. I would love to interact with you. So just comment down below if you can relate to the sharing today. And I hope you are having a great day so far. I just got off from work from my day job, and I figured I'd do this live right away because I actually wanted to join the kids to go to their taekwondo training today. So there you have it. So today, I'm going to share with you my answer to $1 million question. Charot. It's not $1 million question. Just kidding. So the question is, if money is not an issue, what would you rather be doing? So exciting, isn't it? So before anything else, let me just introduce myself first. Again, this is Ariane, and I am a Filipina immigrant living here in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, together with my husband and two young boys. They are 14 and 7 years old. Um, I used to be an SAP programmer back in the Philippines, and I worked there for 12 years. I grew up in Bulacan, but then I moved to the south of Metro Manila and worked in Quezon City, Ortigas, and BGC area or McKinley. So, hello, hello to our friends over there. It's 5 a.m., I guess, in the Philippines, 5:30. So, I hope you're gonna have a great day today. So, to start our discussion, again, the question is, and if money is not an issue, what would you rather be doing? Okay, so let's answer this question. So yeah, are you familiar with ikigai? Right, it's a beautiful Japanese concept of discovering your reason for being. So I figured I would answer this question in relation to my ikigai. So I'd probably just tell you some short stories, short life stories here and there. But my answer would be, so the question is, if money wasn't an issue, what would you be doing, right? So I would probably live a life of purpose and passion. So as we mentioned, as I always mention, money is a tool, right? And most of us who don't really have enough money, we are restricted or limited with what we can do. But if we don't really have problems with having money, definitely we can do a lot of things, right? And for me, number one on my list would be to travel and explore the world. So if you're my friend, you know me. I'm like Dora the Explorer. I always try to visit places I've never been before, and I always love to travel and explore. Most especially together with my family. So that would be my first reason or first answer. I'd live a life traveling or exploring the world. And I love, so just a little backstory. So I really love traveling because when I was young, I actually loved looking at magazine type almanacs and encyclopedias. Who remembers that, right? I remember because I remember my parents, they buy these old like bargain books, almanacs, and encyclopedia for kids in National Bookstore. And I'm not a reader of those kind of books, okay, but because I'm more of a fiction during that time when I was younger. But when they bring those books home, because it's like a magazine type, I always get attracted to the pictures. And when I see the pictures, the places, say the wonders of the world, or let's say the pyramids in Giza, or temples, something like that. So I really like try to imagine myself visiting those places. I know that when you're in the Philippines, it's like when I was young, I felt like I was this small, and I wouldn't be able to go there. But it's just a great feeling when you imagine that you can go to these places, right? And when I was young, I dared to dream. So that was one of my goals, really. So when I started working, I told myself that I'd love to go to places. You know, imagine waking up to to new horizons, like new horizons, new places you've never seen before, you've never been before, and then you immerse in those cultures, very diverse. You know, you want to savor local cuisines, experience the local life from different perspectives, right? It's kind of an adventure. So I really want to do something like that. And I wanted to really live the digital nomad lifestyle, because I want the idea of traveling and still earning income. So I guess for me, that's one of my ultimate goals. Um, because those experiences, those travel experiences, they are not just, for me, it's not just being, you know, a tourist, like a traveling tourist, because you want to be immersed with the traditions, values, perspectives, stories of different people, right? And it's very interesting to know how people really behave, right? And through that, I know that, you know, I could gain a deeper appreciation of what humanity is about. And I have always believed that this world is really very beautiful. I mean, God created this for us, so that's what I've always believed in. And I also wanted to impart that to my kids. And luckily, you know, we are blessed that when we were back in the Philippines, we were able to at least visit different countries in Asia before we came here to Canada. So we actually have visited South Korea, Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Cambodia, and Indonesia. I've been to Malaysia too, but not the kids. It was um, just a short one. What else? So I remembered the first travel outside of the Philippines that I experienced was when, well, I was with my mom, and she paid the the ticket. She paid my ticket because she was with her friend that time so her friend took her to Hong Kong, and she wanted someone to come with her, and so I went with her. Then I think I remember I was in second year high school, if I'm not mistaken. So I've always been in awe of adventures, of travel, of life experiences, and that's what I wanted to impart to my kids as well. And then the second would be the second thing. So if money is not an issue, what would I rather be doing? I would probably be students to study and finish their schooling, because I've always believed that education is very important. You know, it's not just because you want to have credentials or a diploma. It really teaches you a lot of things. You know, being resilient, a lot of values actually. When you are in school, when you are out there connecting with people, having relationships, and I want to give the privilege to deserving students as well. Maybe I could probably, because money is not an issue, maybe I could probably sponsor someone to study here in Canada or maybe in US, right? So that's what I would definitely be doing. It's actually one of the goals as well. I hope I will be able to do that in this lifetime. And then because I believe that with that gesture, I would be changing the life of one family at a time. Right? It's not just you're not just changing the person, you're uplifting the family's life as well as the next generations. So for me, I really love to give back that way. And then the third one, my third answer. So I just have three major answers or goals to share, but there are, of course, there are still small ones, but I won't mention them anymore. But this is just the three major ones. So if money's not an issue, I would rather be doing charities. So my chosen charity is actually, caring for seniors in the Philippines. And that is because I am raised by my lolo and lola, my grandfather and my grandmother. And I've always valued the wisdom that the elders share because they've experienced a lot. I didn't get to talk a lot with my grandmother and grandfather, or with regards to life stories or life issues or advices. But I've seen how, I mean, um, I've grown so much with them, and they were the ones who raised me when my parents had to earn a living for the family, and so I saw how they took care of us, me and my siblings, and I wanted to. That's the reason why um, I'm more inclined to supporting, the elders. The elderly or the seniors in the Philippines because in the Philippines there's not much benefit when you're a senior compared to here in Canada. So I already saw how they do the senior care or senior homes here, and it's like it's a really great service because you have like personal support workers, and they're so warm here, and you have your own room, something like that. So it's almost actually like you're in a hotel. So that kind of service I actually wanted to for elderly in the Philippines to experience that as well. But of course, I won't be able to accommodate everyone, right? Actually, the initial dream that I had, even when I was young, was to put up a senior care home in the Philippines, like a top of the line like service. But I don't think I can like manage if manage that um, if I wanted to be traveling all over the world. But at least sponsoring charities and senior homes would probably be best. If I wouldn't have an issue with money. So those are my three answers. So again, so if money is not an issue for me, I would rather be living the digital nomad lifestyle, sponsoring kids or students to finish their schooling, probably in another country. And the third one would be either to put up a senior home or to just sponsor or donate to senior homes in the Philippines. There you go. So, I hope that you get encouraged to reflect on this question as well, because most of the time, or a lot of times, we actually forget because of the busyness, because we have a lot of things to do every day. We actually forget that we have dreams. Well, when you were young, you have a lot of dreams, you have a lot of hopes, and when you become an adult, it's like you already forgot about what you were dreaming when you were young, right? um Hi sis, thank you for watching. Ayan, si sis Mads from Qatar. Hello, hello sis. Anong oras dyan? It's, oh my God, you have to sleep. It's 1:30 a.m. So hello, thank you for watching sis. Ayan. I believe we're the same, sis Mads and I, ayan. Kasi I know she's also, I mean, she has a big heart for seniors, also raised by her grandparents. Ayan. So there. Yeah, so I hope you guys can also reflect on this question. So if money is not an issue, what would you rather be doing? So my advice would be to just reflect on this and then think about what were your dreams before when you were kids, when you were still young, and then like try to ask yourself, oh, why or how did you forget those, right? Because there's a lot of things that a lot of things that we do every day, and we just seem to like lose track of what we really wanted to do or what we really want to achieve in life. And it brings you back to that moment when you are a child, when you have the freedom to dream what you really wanted to do, be, or have, right? So if you can design your life without limits, without without money being an issue, yeah, what would it look like for you, right? So this is actually why I uh I mean, in the bigger picture, this is actually why I'm doing this digital business. It's because I know that this is a tool, a vehicle for me to achieve these goals. And one of the tools with the highest potential that could give me that life wherein I wouldn't have to worry about money someday. So if you are also trying to build that path to achieve your dreams, your goals, I invite you to join us in this exclusive webinar, the free webinar that we're offering, to learn how you can do it too, and learn how you can create the life of freedom and purpose and find your ikigai, right? So I hope you won't miss it. Again, you can just, oh my God, you can just register your full name and email address in my website. It's aryangale.com. And I will send you an email with the link to the free webinar. That would be tomorrow, Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST. So in the Philippines, that's 7 a.m. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I'm going to send you an email with the link, and then I'll send you the next simple steps that you have to follow as well. So I hope you won't miss that, because it's you won't know. You wouldn't know. Maybe it's your dream life waiting, right? It's just check out the potential of this digital business. So there you have it, and I hope you're gonna have a great day today. I will be going off for a quick drive. I'll accompany my kids to their taekwondo session today. So glad that I am working from home and I get to do that as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow in my next live. Bye.